and welcome to Deadline Horror News for the week of July 29th, 2021. I'm Josh, and I'm joined with Donnie.
Hey.
And the Professor Smoke. And, of course, Will. He's on assignment again, so he couldn't be here. But we are from the All-American Spookshow Horror Podcast. And as always, I want to remind you to click like and subscribe down there on the bottom and click on the bell to be notified. That way, you'll know when new videos go up. We definitely have these every Thursday, so you want to know when those go live. We want you to become a supporter of the Spook Show by going over to patreon.com/AASpookShow and sign up to become a patron. We've got levels starting at $1. They go $3, $5, $10, all the way up to like this goofy $1,000 level that, you just need to go over there and check it out. It's pretty insane. But the main attraction over there, every Tuesday we have a new Patreon video that comes out, and that's where you'll see the popular segment, The Library of the Professor, where Smoke takes a curated selection from his personal collection and talks about it and gives his ratings and everything. So if you want to check that out, head over to patreon.com/AASpookShow. We want to remind you that episode 66 of the podcast is out now. That just came out this past Monday, and it's our latest Spook Show Spotlight History of Werewolves Part 3. We're going to have a fourth part of that coming up in a couple of weeks. But before that, episode 67 will come out this Monday at 6 p.m. East. And that's our next movie review episode. And it's going to be about ginger snaps from the year 2000. That comes out, like I said, next Monday, August 2nd at 6 p.m. East. So the Summer of the Wolf series rolls on. So, Donnie, I guess I'm going to flip it over to you now for the latest deadlines and horror news.
Yeah, actually, this was announced a few days ago, where Universal and Peacock have spent a combined $400 million for there's a new Exorcist trilogy. So Ellen Burstyn is actually going to reprise her role, as well as
that's from the original Exorcist,
yeah,
the mom.
She
right?
was the mom.
Yeah,
the mom. So it's going to be it's going to be written by Scott Teems, Danny McBride, Peter Sattler, and David Gordon Green. And David Gordon Green is also going to direct.
So basically, kind of the same crew of people that rebooted Halloween.
Halloween, right? Yeah, same. Yeah, basically same team, same crew. But it's slated for theaters October 13th of 2023.
And that's going to be a new, the beginning of a new trilogy?
Yeah, it should be, yeah.
Look, nothing's untouchable, especially these days, right?
Yeah, that's also true.
And honestly, that franchise, it's been handled quite a bit since the original. Yeah. So it's not like, say, let's do The Godfather again or something, they have attempted many times with varying degrees of success, right, Smoke?
Yeah. Although I'd say I think part 3 is pretty fairly underrated. Right?
Yeah.
Third one's pretty decent.
Yeah. That second one is
it's laughable.
Crazy, though. Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting.
And then there was Repossessed, right, with Leslie Nielsen.
I don't think that's canon.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah. Only in some similar actors. That's it.
Yeah, it's a different show entirely.
Yeah. That's our other companion comedy podcast, All-American Comedy Podcast.
One day. Maybe.
Yeah. We'll see. That's all I can say.
We'll see. Yeah.
I mean, look, they've bought some goodwill from me for Halloween. Now, I guess we'll see a little bit more when we see Halloween Kills, right? But, they've bought a little bit of goodwill from me, so I guess I'll give it a shot. We'll see.
And and they're playing it safe, like kind of like the way they are with Halloween, as far as these sort of reimaginings and whatnot come along, because you can get new people, you'll drag new people into it, but you're only going to get all of us old heads are going to be checking it out too. So they kind of got a built-in audience, which is probably why they're doing the 3-picture deal.
They spent an ass of money on it, I tell you that. I like it. $500 million almost. So we'll see. Any other headlines you dig around and find?
Yeah, man. Mattel is actually releasing now typically we don't really cover wrestling at all. here.
Every once in a while, we'll bring it up.
Yeah, every now and then it'll come up.
Yeah.
But no, Mattel is releasing a new line of action figures, WWE Hollywood, and it's going to feature the reason why we're mentioning this is it's one of the characters is Roddy Piper's character from They Live, John Carpenter's They Live.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what?
I said, yeah. If there's any of those, I would go out of my way to like actually try to get. It would be that. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's actually was it NECA? I think released it was like an 8-inch figure last year. Now the one from WD the one from Mattel doesn't have the shotgun. If you think. Yeah. If you're a wrestling fan or whatever, you think about, the PG era of wrestling, how it is now.
Yeah. Plus, that stuff's marketed to kids, so they're not going to put a shotgun in there.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. But the NECA figure does have the shotgun.
Okay. So if you have to have the shotgun,
then you gotta have that one. Yeah, but this one, it's available on Walmart.com. They also have Andre the Giant, John Cena, The Rock. From their other.
Okay, yeah. So like Andre from Princess Bride, maybe, or
something like. I think there was another movie he did.
Well, he's been in other stuff, but that was just the first one to come to mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and then John Cena from F9 and The Rock from frickin' everything.
I can tell you right now, if they do Hogan from No Holds Barred or Zeus.
Oh yeah.
I'm in. God. I'm getting those too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I still got that VHS tape. Yeah, Suburban though too. So.
I saw that in a theater in Charlotte, man. Me and my brother when it dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have went and saw that at the theater too. No Holds Barred, man. That was a big deal when it came out.
Yeah, it was.
Well, yeah,
it was. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, also kind of tying in They Live. I'm actually going to be on the Cinema 9 podcast tonight. We're actually going to be talking about They Live. So,
do you know when that one's supposed to drop? Like when that episode actually comes out, or
it's a live show, so it'll be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be. I believe they're on YouTube. I am awful because I don't know what platform. I mean, it'll be a podcast, but.
We'll have links whenever this happens in whatever form it happens. We'll have links to it on our socials.
Exactly. Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. It'll be there.
Yeah, I'm the worst at that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But aside from that, there was typically we would not mention this person's name, but also because he is tied with that franchise. Corey Feldman has come out and said that the whole dispute with Friday 13th has been resolved, but the original reboot plan was supposed to be Tommy versus Jason. What do you guys think?
You mean like when they rebooted it like 10 years or so ago, whenever that was supposed to be Tommy Jarvis versus Jason, or according to him?
Yeah. And now this, I doubt he has any insight at all.
Yeah. I'd find that easier to believe than they have resolved their issues, because that's been going on way too long for it to be like, yep, we fixed it. All right, here we go. Because if that happens, that's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Like that'll be what we're doing, like a special report here on this on our channel about if they ever resolve that. Yeah.
Yeah. We all just convene and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be reporting live from the field. I'll just have to go somewhere in front of a brick wall and report the news from there.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's Corey Feldman. I mean, it's not like he's in the habit of breaking news, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if how right he is, and on that one, I hope he is right.
Yeah.
Honestly, on both fronts, it'd be cool to see him do Tommy Jarvis again, right? That'd be kind of cool, So
I love that whole Tommy Jarvis plot line. It was only ran the course of 3 movies with 3 different actors.
Yeah.
But that was still a cool. I don't know how the general consensus is. I assume most people like that, the Tommy storyline. But yeah, that could have been fleshed out some more. So hopefully that would have.
And most of those movies didn't have any like carryover plot type stuff. You know, that was really the only kind of thing they ever had, really, right?
Just the Jason folklore, you know.
Yeah,
Jason, this or that campfire story they would
which
tell.
That kind of changed from movie to movie, and and then you got the original final girl from the first one that lasted a little bit into the second one, and that was about it, right?
The first couple minutes of the second movie,
yeah. So we'll see, but yeah, I'll quickly mention we got a couple of horror conventions this weekend, starting tomorrow on July 30th. They run all the way through Sunday, August 1st, both of them. First up, we got Flashback Weekend Chicago Horror Con in Rosemont, Illinois. You can find out more about that on flashbackweekend.com. But some of the highlighted guests there are Meatloaf, Sven Gooley, Nick Castle, Charles Band, Kane Hodder, and there's tons more. They're going to be there this weekend. Tickets are $40 on Friday and Sunday, and they're $45 on Saturday. So if you're up in the Chicago area, you know, that's definitely something you'd want to check out. And if you're in the Virginia area, the Williamsburg, Virginia area, there is a convention called Scares That Care Charity Weekend 7. You can find out more about that on scaresthatcareweekendva.com. And some of the guests that are going to be there this weekend are Tom Atkins, PJ Soul, Billy Zane, Felissa Rose. Now, she'll be there just Saturday and Sunday. She will not be there Friday. Miko Hughes and a good handful more there, too. It's a little cheaper to get into this one, though. It's $30 a day, or you can pay $45 for the weekend pass. So two pretty cool conventions if you're in the Chicago area or in the Williamsburg, Virginia area going on this weekend. New releases this week are The Boy Behind the Door, just came out today on Shudder. Tomorrow on Video on Demand, two different movies. You got one called Masquerade and another one called Tailgate. And then next Tuesday, August 3rd, on DVD, a movie called Lucky, and then another one called Seance. And then that same day, Tuesday, on Video on Demand, is a movie called Hum. The box office report this week from this past weekend of July 23rd to the 25th. Let's see. Number 10, Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain. Number 9, A Quiet Place Part 2 is still charting. It made $1.2 million for a total of $157.4 million in its 9th week. Number 8, The Forever Purge, that's still on the charts, $2.3 million in its 4th week, so it's up to $40.3 million. Number 7, The Boss Baby Family Business. Number 6, Escape Room, Tournament of Champions. That's the second Escape Room film. It made $3.5 million for a total of $16.1 million so far in 2 weeks, so not bad. Number 5, F9, The Fast Saga. Number 4, Space Jam, A New Legacy. Number 3, Black Widow, so it fell from 2 to 3 this week. It made $11.6 million for a total of $154.8 million in its 3rd week. So the top 2 were movies that opened this weekend. Number 2 was Snake Eyes, opened up with $13.3 million. And number 1 in the box office this week, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, Old, $16.8 million. Did either of you guys get a chance to go check that out?
Yeah, I saw Old.
Well, how was it?
I liked it. It was good. I liked it better than, what was the last, can't think of the name of the last M. Night Shyamalan movie. The one with the kids, the grandparents and the kids.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
I can even see the poster, and I can't think of the name of it. The Visit, maybe? Something like that?
yeah,
Visit,
something
that's
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, The Visit. My producer, a.k.a. my wife, was trying to whisper it to me.
Yeah.
Like, what was it?
He just needs to have cue cards over there with like things you want to reference. Like,
yeah. But yeah, it was. I don't know if the general consensus on that was either. I know some people split, some liked it, some didn't. This one I thought was good. I liked this one better than The Visit. I mean, not that I didn't hate The Visit. I liked it, but I think this recent crop of M. Night Shyamalan movies has been better than some of his previous ones, like The Devil, you know.
yeah, what was that one? Yeah, Devil, is that the one where they're in the elevator?
Yeah.
That one, I like that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was all right. I think I like these better. This one, anyway, is better than that. It was good. It was different for him and for just movies. It was nice to see this type of movie in the theater, right? So goes in a different direction. I mean, you know, he's going to have his little twists and turns like he normally does in movies, but this one just seemed a little outside the box for him, I guess.
That's kind of his thing, right? Is the twisty and turny stuff. So.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
this was in a brighter environment. Like most of his films, if you think about it, are kind of a darker cinematography and whatnot. This one's on a tropical island.
I was about to say true, yeah, like because I think I saw the trailer. This is like on a beach or an island or something, right? So yeah, definitely a more sunny.
Yeah, it was worth seeing it in the theater too. I think. Yeah. If you can get out to the theater to see it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I feel pretty confident to say that it probably came out on streaming too. I don't know if you had that information. I didn't have that.
possibly. I don't know. I know some of them are some releases are trying to be exclusive to theaters right now to kind of help the theater business out. But it could be. But
well, I know that M. Night Shyamalan was on in the beginning of the movie saying, you know how that they've been doing this recently too about movies being back in the theaters and people supporting movies in theaters and whatnot. So he did come on before the movie and have a little blurb about that.
yeah. All right, well, I guess that'll wrap it up for this week's Deadline Horror News. Come back here on this channel next Thursday for another edition, and of course, make sure you check out wherever you get your wherever the fine podcasts are dispensed. You can find the All-American Spook Show. Good Lord, I almost forgot the name of the damn podcast for a second. All-American Spook Show Horror Podcast. You can find that anywhere you get your podcasts, and of course, patreon.com/AA Spook Show. For Will and Donnie, the Professor, I'm Josh. We are the All-American Spook Show Horror Podcast, and we'll see you next week.
Later, guys.